Cybersecurity 2021, very important subject. Cyber attacks, let's look at 2020 and lessons from these cyber attacks, and the cyber attacks in banks, how it happened in 2020, and cyber attacks in the Gulf itself, and cybersecurity in global banks, cybersecurity in Gulf banks. We will look at it. Twitter, the accounts requested bitcoins from their followers, promising double in return, even though the tweets were only live for a short time. They generated bitcoin with more than $100,000. Those duped into sending bitcoin received nothing in return. Marry it again. Second significant data breach within 2 years. Marriott revealed that personal details of approximately 5.2 million hotel guests were fraudulently accessed in 2020. Hackers often target hotel chains to sell personal information of guests and track the travel government officials with security clearance and business leaders. So that's a major incident. Cyber attacks on MGM resorts, and another travel related incident, personal data on more than 10.6 million guests of MGM resorts properties were shared on a hacking forum. The details included full names, homes, addresses, phone numbers, birth dates, and email addresses for globally recognized personalities, reportedly include many. Now, senior executives and employees, major companies, reporters, government leaders, and FBI agents. Zoom, and rapid increase in people working from home due to COVID-19. Zoom went from badly known boutique services to one of the most recognized and widely used video and audio conference platforms nearly overnight. It experienced revenue growth of 350% year on year in the Q2 2020. They expect such dramatic explosive growth. Zoom experienced several security incidents, and they have fixed it finally. Magellan Health, a social engineering phishing plan was used against Magellan Health to induct a cyber attack that involved exporting data and launching a ransomware. Overall, 8 Magellan Health entities and approximately 365,000 patients were impacted by the attack, making it one of the largest healthcare data breaches reported in 2020. Finstera, which provides software solution to worldwide financial institutions, including 90 of the top 100 banks globally, was a victim of ransomware attacks that disrupted operations and caused temporary disconnect, affected servers from the internet. Now, so there are many incidents. What we learn out of this is more important. According to ISACA State Cybersecurity 2020 report, social engineering is the most popular method of attack, with 15% compromised respondents saying it was method used as a vehicle of entry. CMMI Cyber Maturity Platform addressed all these attack vectors as well as the threats categorized by people, process, and technology. In the Twitter example, the CMI cybersecurity platform would have helped to ensure people are subject to stringent identity verification process. Magellan case, the platform would have been identified and ensured Magellan had a multi-factor authentication systems in place. CMI maturity platform assessment tool addresses cyber attack threats across the world, including the encryption policies are in place, how well they are adhered to. For ransom attacks, the enterprise need to practice strong data hygiene, and maturity programs enable the organization to strengthen their risk profiles. When it comes to cyber attacks for the banks, Travelex quarantined website internal systems after New Year's Eve cyber attack. Travelex took its website offline following a cyber attack which struck the firm on New Year's Eve. The ordeal lasted up to 3 weeks. Currently, the exchange website, headquartered in London, first detected a problem on 31st December. Lloyds, Halifax, and Bank of Scotland customers hit by system outage. The new year got off to a bad start for Lloyds, Halifax, and Bank of Scotland customers, who were unable to gain access to their accounts through the bank's website, mobile apps, and for almost 8 hours because of an outage. So plenty of reasons to believe cyber attacks in 2020, banks have been impacted. Finestra brings servers back online after ransomware attack. And Greece major banks cancelled 15,000 cards after travel website breach. So Alpha Bank or Piraeus Bank, Eurobank and National Bank of Greece. As far as the Gulf's cyber attacks are concerned, GCC, the Trend Micro detected many email threats, so over 41 million, 236,000 email threats, and URL victims around 13 million. We have also incidents of URL hosted attacks. Malware continues to surge with a recording of nearly 2 million malware detections and 2,300 banking malware detection in the region. Worldwide COVID-19 related threats have been single largest cyber threat faced by organizations in the first half of the last year 2020. GCC highlights of cyber attack across email, URL and malware shows that cyber criminals are ramping up their exploits of weak points in organization endpoints, networks and cloud, especially with COVID-19 threats. Global banks, Deutsche Bank, Global Transaction Banking has published a new white paper on growing threat of cybersecurity. Corporates may leverage on the advice and support their banking provider to consistently update their fraud detection and prevention setups, their cybersecurity taxes as a whole. So cybersecurity in global banks, HSBC security team runs cyber champion programs with the aim of attracting members within the business to become cyber shields and spread good practices throughout their own professional network. HSBC runs monthly events to engage staff with cybersecurity. HSBC Bank takes a personal approach to cultivating good information security habits. Citibank has partnered with Microsoft to implement next generation identity technology for its employees. Emirates NBD joined hands with Dubai Police to launch security account campaign. Abu Dhabi Banks Federation said it was partnering with US-based Anomail to create information sharing analysis center. 13 banks from UAE is involved. At QNB, cybersecurity is taken seriously. They constantly enhance investment tools and processes. While cybersecurity used to be an IT topic, it has become a permanent business issue now. Central Bank of Kuwait published cybersecurity framework for banking sectors in Kuwait. So plenty of action across the Gulf, across the GCC. The lessons learned in 2020 has been mapped by cybersecurity mapping, and actions have been taken globally as well as the Gulf.